Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Richard Plunker from the Puppetdom Geek and MMGN.com, and today guys I got you the review of the Olloclip for your iPhone 5. Now the Olloclip is a 3-in-1 lens adapter for your iPhone which features a fisheye lens, a wide angle lens and also a macro lens. Now if you knew anything about the Olloclip from its previous version for the iPhone 4 and 4S, nothing has changed. They've just basically catered it for the iPhone 5, made it slightly bigger and just made it easier so it attaches there. But if you do have one for the iPhone 4 and 4S, it's not going to fit your iPhone 5, so unfortunately you have to go out and buy another one. So moving on to the Olloclip itself, how it works is it just basically snaps on, snaps off type of deal. It goes over the home screen button and it works with the back facing camera. It cannot work with the front facing camera. Now, it's not going to hit your home button because it has a little cutout over the top of the actual, adapter. So don't worry about that. And it is a snug fit. So if you do have any thick, I would say screen protectors, it won't scratch it up, but it might sort of be really tight to fit it across, and definitely not going to work with any cases, which I'll go in a bit later on how they could have improved the design of the Olloclip. Now, as you can see here, I would say my favorite lens on this is the fisheye lens, which is really cool. And as you can see in the comparison photos and comparison videos, you just get a really nice effect with the fisheye lens. It's something a bit different. It catches a lot of people's attention when you're actually using your iPhone, trying to get these shots with the fisheye lens. And like, oh wow, what's that? Because you just get really interesting shots and videos with the fisheye lens. It just gets everything in one shot, which I find it really cool. But at the same time, it's like one of those novelty things. If you're going to take really nice photos, and I mean, it's not your everyday lens. Like when people have fisheye lenses for their cameras, it's like one of those things you just take for 1 or 2 shots. And if you are going to take it for everything, that's fine. I mean, you can Instagram all of it, but it's just a really cool feature to have. Now with the wide angle lens, I don't know, it's like the fisheye lens is my most favorite to use because it's like there's, oh wow, that looks cool, like when you sort of, orbit around. But I would say the most usable lens on here is the wide angle lens, just because it's more of an enhanced iPhone 5 lens, which, I'll show the comparisons here also. You can see the major difference in it. With the iPhone lens, you sort of get this nice little crop right there. With the wide angle, it just a bit stretches it just a bit more. So that means you can get those shots. You don't have to keep moving back and back. You can sort of, stay really close to your subject, take the shot, and away you go. Now, if you unscrew the wide angle lens right there as it falls, you get the macro lens right under it. Now, one of the things when you do take the wide angle lens, just put that in this little sleeve you get with the Olloclip, as you can see here. Just put it in there just because you don't want to lose it, and if you do lose it, that's a bit of a pain in the butt. Now, with the macro lens, you can get really close to your subject. Oh, you have to get really close to your subject just to get in focus. So just remember that. And I find it one of those gimmicky things. Like, you're not going to use it every time. Like, I don't know what you can do with the macro lens. I mean, you can get some really interesting shots if you wanted to, but at the same time, it's just one of those things that you have to constantly keep unscrewing the lens just to take that shot and then put it away in your pocket. I found it a bit of a hassle just to do that. Like, I did get some really nice shots, but it was a bit of a pain just to unscrew it, sort of put it in my pocket, make sure I have all the lens caps, everything in there. And that moves on to the actual design of the Olloclip. Now, the company came up with this case, which is basically a nice slim fitted case, and it has this sort of adapter off the top which you pull off, and then your Olloclip goes over the top of it, that means you can use a case and your Olloclip with it, but it has to be that particular case. Now, what I really wish they went with is, I'm sure some of you guys know out there, I did a review on it, is the Belkin. I think it's the wireless, Bluetooth shutter button thing. And how it works is it's like a spring-loaded connector, so it can fit with your average cases, which is really handy. Now with here, it's actually molded to this fitting, so you can't really stretch it. With the other one, it's spring-loaded, so it is slightly bigger, but I'd rather have something bigger and useful. Whereas, this, I rarely go out with my phone without a case, and then to have this around with me, and I'll say, oh, I want to take that shot, I think it'll be good with the fisheye lens. I have to take my case out and then put this on, and then it's a bit of a hassle. So I think if they really focus on getting some sort of spring-loaded thing on this, so you can sort of stretch it and then it snaps back in, I think it'll be a really good, movement for the Olloclip, which will push it forward. Because I think it'll be even though the case is a good idea, I think having a spring-loaded case will be, or adapter will be good, just because you can use other cases and it makes it more usable, you know, in the average world out there. Now, one of the other things is, a suggestion is the, you know, the caps. You do get lens caps on here, which sort of go over the lens to protect the lens itself. Now, the little cloth you get here, the pocket, which stores your Olloclip and the lens caps, is a microfiber cloth, so you can use this to clean your lenses. But at the same time, when you take these out, I mean, this is from experience. Now, when I take the lens adapter out, I put it in my pocket, or sometimes it fumbles out, or sometimes even in the, you know, this itself, I have this in my pocket and the lens thing will come out. It's just, it doesn't snap in, it just sort of just, you know, goes over the top of it. So I sort of wish they had some sort of string around it, so when you actually take it off, it sort of dangles across it. I'd rather have that, you know, being in the way rather than trying to lose this thing. You know, that's just my suggestion. Now, if you do own the Olloclip for the iPhone 5 or even for the 4S, what's your suggestions? Do you think they could improve, you know, their actual product? But, you know, if you are interested in this, I do recommend it. You get some really interesting shots, as you can see here. And, you know, it's like one of the things that's just good to have on you. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions about this product, leave a comment down below. If you're new to my channel, why not subscribe? And I hope you guys, I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.